Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments on this Wednesday, February 20th. Well, we started out this shortened week on the defensive in yesterday's trade, mainly led by the spec selling. Players she wound up having the spec selling around 11,000 contracts of soft red winter wheat, 20,000 corn, 8,000 beans, 5,000 meal, and 6,000 soybean oil. All the markets making new lows for the move, and in case of the wheat, making and or touching new contract lows. I guess it was a little bit surprising. I think the trade kind of thought that with the trade talks renewed again now in Washington with the Chinese, and then us having the USDA Outlook Forum coming up at the end of the week, and we'd see another one of these weeks of kind of sitting on the sidelines waiting to see what type of political rhetoric we get and kind of be somewhat steady. But once again, that wasn't the case yesterday. And then I would have thought that maybe the trade would have thought, well, we beat it up yesterday, that maybe we'll see a little bit of stabilization, turn it around, or get a little bit of correction here today. And we tried to do that in the overnight trade, but right now that's really not the case. We got the wheat market again making new lows. The winter wheats are down around 5 to 6 cents. The spring wheat's down a penny. Corn market's up 2, but the bean markets are down in the neighborhood around 4 to 5 cents. The meal market down $1.50, and the soybean oil market pretty much unchanged. So once again, up to this point, no resurrection from yesterday's sell-off. The rhetoric from the trade talks continues to have this underlying tone of optimism, but obviously we've kind of gone by the wayside with this ongoing scenario. We had overnight the talk that maybe the tariffs will continue to be somewhat expanded as far as the March 1st deadline goes. We had overnight, which maybe gave the corn market a little bit of support. We had Trump talking about that the Chinese are looking to take a lot of U.S. corn as far as helping with the trade talks. Maybe even look to return to buying some beans. And the talks were going well, so that whole rhetoric continues, but once again, falling on deaf ears as far as the market action goes. And then at the end of the week, as I said, the USDA forum is going to come on out. Trade guesses that are coming on out, the wire services went to go and look at that as far as what the trade's looking for new crop carryout numbers. For the corn, roughly around 1.7 billion bushels where we're at right now. For the wheat, and a little bit over 900 million bushels, kind of where we're at right now. And beans, a little under 900 million bushels, also where we're at right now. So really, no big changes unless we have somewhat of a drought and or what seems like the market wants is some salvation from the trade talks to try and get some market action going to the upside. We had our commitment of treasury report that came out yesterday, still playing catch up there. Bit of a surprise in it. We really took down the net long position in the corn market to pretty much net even. They're also net even in the beans and in the meal. They even got short long the soybean oil, which was a little bit surprising considering they were sitting with a large net short position. We've been on a rally in oil. It seemed like they never came out of it, but they did. And now they're starting to build this net short position in the soft red winter wheat. Having said all that, and not to try and make it too confusing where they're at right now, they're short the corn and the wheat, steady in the beans or unchanged in the beans, and small net shorts in the meal and the oil. So here we were in this trading range with the market waiting to see what's going to happen with the trade talks. Nothing of fruition has come to the upside. And as we've been talking all along in this trading range, the fundamentals have been non-bullish. And what we're really doing with the politics aside, as we said before, politics aside, the markets are doing what they're doing in a non-bullish environment, seemingly awaiting for some salvation from the political side. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. I thank you.